Yo, what is up, y'all boys? It's your boy, and we are back, man. And whoa, John Jones returns this weekend. Stipe Miocic returns this weekend. Michael Chandler returns this weekend. It's the weekend of returns. UFC 309 is on the way. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It sucks. John Jones, Stipe, you probably want like a different opponent in there. Tom Aspinall, but at least they're fighting. It can't just always be negative. At least we get a fight. At least John Jones is fighting. But yeah, let's get right to the card. Let's get right to my predictions. First fight of the night, we got Veronica Hardy versus Eduardo Mora. Eduardo Mora is coming off a loss to Denise Gomez. Veronica Hardy is on a 3-fight win streak. She's doing her thing a little bit, but I'm a trust in the record. I don't remember Eduardo Mora like that, but I'm a trust in her record. Go with Eduardo Mora. I think her record just, yeah, man. I don't know. But next fight of the night, Eduardo Mora though. Next fight of the night, Basel Hafez versus Oban Elliott. And yeah, man, in this fight, Oban Elliott, he's on a 6-fight fucking decision streak. He's on a good little win streak, but 6 straight decisions. Basel Hafez just beat Mickey Gall, so that doesn't really show you much. He's lost to JD. Oh, isn't that the fight where he gave JDM a hard fight? But yeah, I think Oban Elliott's gonna come in here, get the job done. Continue his win streak. But so fast, he fought Mickey Gall. He didn't finish Mickey Gall, so I'm not. What I'm saying? I'm going with Oban Elliott. Next fight of the night. Speaking of Mickey Gall, we got Mickey Gall fighting again in the UFC. A 7-6 record. That is crazy just to see. But Mickey Gall versus Ramiz Brahimaj. My bad, my G. But yeah, this fight, I don't know. Mickey Gall has the height advantage, the reach advantage. He's gonna look a lot bigger in there, but he's fucking Mickey Gall, he's just trash in my opinion. My eye test is telling me that this guy sucks. In terms of UFC, he just sucks. So I'm gonna just blindly pick Ramiz Brahimaj. He's losing to some fighters that aren't good, but man, bro, who cares really? Who cares? I'm just going Ramiz, bro. Who cares? If you're betting on this fight, you got a problem. Next fight of the night, Marcin Tybura versus Jonata Denise. And in this fight, it's kind of crazy. I might be tripping, but I'm gonna go with Marcin Tybura. Jonata Denise, he just didn't show me enough in his last fight. I didn't see enough to believe that this guy's should be taken serious. He got the knockout, but I just didn't see enough. He's getting taken down and held down by Austin Lane. He was potentially losing that fight into the knockout. But yeah, man, I'm going Marcin Tybura. I just believe in his skill set a little bit more. Let's go right to the prelims. Damn, David Onama, Lucas Almeida, Nikita Krylov versus Azamat Murzakanov. That would have been a good fight. Next fight of the night, though, Jim Miller versus Damon Jackson. The battle of the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Damon Jackson has a hairline now. Honestly, who cares, bro? Flip a coin. But the coin's telling me Damon Jackson. I think Jim Miller is a little too old. The Bobby Green fight, he showed some good ability. I just think if he was younger, that ability he showed would have won him the fight. But he's just too old now. I think he's just a little bit too old to be still fighting these guys. At 36 years old, he still got a little bit more of a hunger, I feel like. So I think Damon Jackson's gonna come out and get a dub this fight. Yeah, he can't be playing though. Jim Miller, he's not a slouch. Next fight of the night, Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders. Yo, 40 years old on Chris Weidman. In this fight, honestly, I don't know, bro. Because when I watch Chris Weidman fight, this guy, you know, he was a champion back in his day, but this guy's not it. This guy's not it. Eric Anders, I've seen him fight, but bro, that guy's not it either. You know, you got two fighters who are not it fight. Who cares for real? But I'm gonna still get I got Chris Weidman. You know, I think it would just be good for the OG, you know, get his dub and get out. Get your dub and get out. Cause his last W, yeah, he won. But it was some BS involved. So just get your dub, get out, don't fight no more. Next fight of the night, Jonathan Martinez versus Marcus McGee. Damn, Marcus McGee's 34 years old, but in this fight, I'm gonna have to go with Marcus McGee, man. He looks like a little monster, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Like he's been looking pretty good in his past performances, getting finishes. Jonathan Martinez, he's been fighting good guys. Got KO'd by Rob Font. You know, I think he fought Jose out. It was a good fight, but not a good fight for him, Jonathan. It was not a good fight for Jonathan Martinez. He got kind of dominated the whole fight. You know, I'm gonna go with the young demon Marcus McGee to come out and get this dub. I think he got more skill, more hunger, and yeah, I think he's gonna get it done. Next fight of the night, Mauricio Huffy versus James Longtop. I'm not gonna be fooled again. James Longtop is not that good. I'm gonna go with Mauricio Ruffy. Fighting nerds, you already know what that means. It means fucking fire. Straight fire power is coming. Fighting nerds don't play. Next fight of the night, Viviane Araújo versus Karine Silva. And fucking quietly, Karine Silva is on a 9-fight win streak. 9 fights. Yeah, the last time she lost, she was 9-3. And ever since then, she fucking hit a switch. She lost before the UFC. She lost on the regional scene. So she came to the UFC, just flipped a switch. Well, she flipped the switch after that loss, but she's in the UFC. It's going crazy. 9-fight win streak. 4 wins in the UFC, 3 finishes, 1 decision. And I think she has the hunger, the skills, the ability. She's fighting a 37-year-old woman in there. I think she's just going to get in there and dominate. Karine Silva for the win. Next fight of the night, Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig. And this is a good matchup for Bo Nickel. It's a little step up. You know, I feel like it's a good opportunity to show off his hands. Because, you know, going to the ground might be a little more risky with a ground specialist like Paul Craig. But, you know, if you're on the feet and you can't box with Paul Craig, it's gonna look spooky. It's gonna look bad. Paul Craig is one of the worst strikers in the division. So Bo Nickel needs to go in there, show that he could strike with Paul Craig. I mean, unless he dragdolls him with the wrestling, that'd be cool, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do that safely. So, bro, if he has to go in there, box a little bit with Paul Craig, and if he can't do that, man, it's a wrap. I got faith in Bo Nickel. He looks like he could be a little cool prospect. But if he can't box with Paul Craig, it's up. But with that being said, I'm going with Bo Nickel. I believe he's gonna be able to go in there and show off his hands a little bit, show off his new learned techniques on feet, and yeah, take care of Paul Craig. I'm going to knockout. I think Bo Nickel doesn't want to risk going to the ground with such a jiu-jitsu specialist like Paul Craig. Leg locks, triangles, arm bar, any type of submission this guy could do. But yeah, I'm going Bo Nickel. Next fight of the night, the co-main event, Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. And yeah, man, this is a good fight. Oliveira's coming off a loss to Arman Tsarukyan, but we know how Oliveira bounces back from losses. Off his loss to Islam, he went out there and killed Beneil Dariush. And Michael Chandler, we haven't seen him in a long time. In his last fight, I'm pretty sure he lost. You know, Michael Chandler's last fight, he lost to Dustin Poirier. Yeah, he had a good showing in the first, but you need more than a good showing in the first against Oliveira. even though in the first fight, well, yeah, Michael Chandler knows that he need more than a good showing in the first. Because in the first fight, Michael Chandler, was teeing off on Oliveira. He gave Oliveira a hard time. But as soon as that second round started up, it was a different story. But yeah, I think Michael Chandler's been out for too long. Fucking waited 2 years, however many years for that Conor McGregor fight, and it never came. Fucking McGregor is not a fighter no more. Yeah, I think he's gonna come in the octagon. He's gonna have ring rust. He's gonna be a little slow, a little stiff, a little overreactive. I think Oliveira is gonna take advantage of that man coming and either knock him out or submit him. I just think it's gonna be a finish by Oliveira. And now, finally, in the main event of the evening, we got Jon Jones finally returning after his pectoral injury, to face off against Stipe Miocic, who's finally returning after getting knocked out by fucking Francis Ngannou 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. But he's finally returning. 42 years old. Jon Jones is 37. Yeah, man. 84.5-inch reach versus an 80-inch reach. They're both like 6'3", 6'4". Jon Jones is going to be weighing in at like 238. I think he said he was in a recent interview. Stipe Miocic is saying he's going to be at like 250. He was beefing up to rematch Ngannou. Stipe is at 250 currently. So it's just, it's a lot of unknowns in this fight. That's what makes it hard to predict. Because, yeah, you expect Jon Jones to come in there and take care of the old man Stipe, but at the end of the day, you never know. You never know. And that's why I'm going with Stipe Miocic to win this fight. Jon Jones is finally running into a real heavyweight. Yeah, Ciryl Gane, he's a good heavyweight, but he's sold on the wrestling. Stipe Miocic could wrestle. He's a good boxer. All around just a great fighter. All around just well-rounded for the division. And you need to be well-rounded to fight Jon Jones. You can't just be a specialist in one range, because Jon Jones is going to take advantage of that. Especially a specialist in striking. If you can't wrestle, Jon Jones is going to wrestle you. Because that's Jon Jones' greatest skill, is his wrestling. In my opinion. But yeah, man, I'm going to go with Stipe Miocic. I think Stipe Miocic is going to, hold off the takedowns, stop the takedowns. Going to do better in the boxing exchanges. Because Jon Jones, I don't trust his boxing ability. Just if you force him into a phone booth, make him box. I don't think he's going to be able to do that. I think Stipe Miocic has to keep the pressure, keep Jon Jones on the back foot, try to turn it into a boxing match. Try to turn it into mainly a boxing fight using straight hands. If you let Jon Jones get his kicks off, it might be a problem. But how is Jon Jones kicks at heavyweight? We don't even know that. We don't know how Jon Jones striking looks like at all at heavyweight. The little segments in the Ciryl Gane fight, they didn't look. He looked sharp, but it looked. I don't know how to say it. Like, you could see he's good, but he didn't look sharp. It wasn't sharp. He did that weak ass spin around. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. And light heavyweight, yeah, you could have done that, but heavyweight, no, you can't do that. I don't think you could do that against Stipe. You can't just look that sloppy against Stipe. Stipe Miocic is a good boxer, Golden Gloves level boxer back in his day. I was watching a Daniel Cormier break down this fight. He brought up a good point about the body shots. I think Stipe Miocic is going to be able to get to the body of Jon Jones. Because Jon Jones, he has a good chin. We got to admit, he has a good chin. Anytime he's been hit, which hasn't been much, anytime he's been hit clean on the jaw, he ate that shit. He didn't get rocked. His knees didn't stumble and nothing. He ate it. So, yeah, I think Stipe is going to have to go to the body in this fight. I think that's just going to open the door to seeing the cracks in Jon Jones. Because I remember I don't know if it was real, but there was a thing that came out where John Jones had a sparring partner drop him to the body. I remember seeing that a little bit ago, but hey, I don't know. But yeah, man, hey, we're gonna have to see in this fight. I'm going with Stipe Miocic. I'm not gonna, I don't care. I'm gonna stand on my pick, but I'm going with Stipe Miocic to win this fight. He's gonna end the John Jones BS. John Jones not trying to fight Tom Aspinall, because if Stipe wins, he could retire. We don't really need to see the Tom Aspinall fight. We could just get a new king, because we know, Stipe versus Aspinall. I feel like we know what would happen. So yeah, we don't really need to see that fight, but yeah, man, it'll just show that John Jones, he's good. He's the GOAT of 205, but it's just ultimately gonna show, what's the word? What's the saying? Weight classes exist for a reason. That's what it's gonna show. And yeah, man, that's my picks for this fight. I got Stipe and Miocic coming out on top in the main event. Charles Oliveira in the co-main event. Bo Nickel, Kareem Silva, Mauricio Ruffy, Marcus McGee, Chris Weidman, Damon Jackson, Marcin Tybura, Ramiz Brahimaj, Oban Elliott, Eduardo Mora. And that's my picks for UFC 309. Hope y'all boys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be back for the next one. Peace.